Hello, everyone. My name is Kennedy Quigley, and I'm the Marketing and Program Manager at Connection Silicon Valley and the Canadian Women's Network. And today I'm really excited to announce a new partnership that we've formed with Silicon Valley-based company Le Studio. So often we announce new partnerships, new membership benefits, discounts, but we don't ever explain, why we form those partnerships or show who's behind it. So that's really what I want to do today. This is something new for us. We wanted to record a video, show you inside the educational platform that they've built, Le Studio Online, and really show you who the women are behind it. They're two amazing gals that we recently met. They're also behind Tamar Capital, who they're also going to share a little bit more about. And really so passionate about the same thing, supporting founder growth. They get it. They understand what that global bar is to be successful. And have spent a lot of time building out this platform to help you do that. I've seen a lot of online courses, and this one is super impressive. They've got a great mentorship component that I also wanted them to feature and highlight for you and how you can access that. So, at Connection Silicon Valley, we have had some educational components. We've tried a fundraising accelerator ourselves, but what we're really focused on is that connection building, helping you expand your network, and hoping that through partnerships like this, through helping you access tools like this, you can help get that educational piece that we're not offering to help set you up for success. So CW1 members, please contact me, the team, to see what special offers we have available. And I'm going to turn it over to Karine and Sophie to take us through a short demo of the platform and explain a little bit about how it works.
Thank you so much, Kennedy. We're so happy to feature this offering for you all. Just a quick preview, just a quick add-on to all of this. I think it'd be great to highlight that Sophie and I are both investors, and we're also entrepreneurs. We've run a couple of companies and have built the studio online and the studio in general. But we work primarily as investors. So we have the two perspectives that we bring to the table in how we've built this course.
Yeah, I think just to add to that, we have almost 20 years combined of working with startups and helping company grow as investors and, as Karen mentioned, as entrepreneurs. And so we're very excited to bring you Le Studio Online. We have a short demo here, and I think we can kind of tell you more about what it is as we're showing you the product. So just let me pull that up for you.
So just in general, as Sophie is kind of pulling up the introduction and taking you through the preview, the Studio Online was really a course built for entrepreneurship, designed really to work with aspiring and seasoned entrepreneurs as well, from anywhere from A to Z, with this 3 months kind of learning opportunity for you to understand exactly what is needed to get you to your next growth phase and to your next fundraising phase and everything that sort of needs for your company to work.
So maybe one thing that could be useful is I'm showing you the first kind of screen for the intro here. But as you can see, once you sign up for the course, you have basically access to 6 sprints that are really covering all the important aspects of what it means to grow a company and to build a company from the ground up. All of these tools have been combined over the years, founder approved and obviously investor approved as well, making sure that you don't waste time looking for resources online when you can have kind of everything here in this treasure trove of resources and tools. So each sprint is organized in the same way. You usually would come into a little bit of an intro. We give you some information about what you're going to learn and how long it's going to take you, kind of, the objectives and the outcomes that come with that specific topic, and what you can expect as results. And then you will go into, all the little subsections based on, again, all these tools that we share with you. So every time you will have an audio so that you can listen to the course and read it at the same time, or just listen and do something else if you are a multitasker. We do share a lot of, definitions, and we make sure that it's extremely visual. Because we know that absorbing concepts sometimes takes a little bit of time and is easier when it's visual. We did add a lot of case studies and examples that are rooted in reality, either from companies that you might know, or we are creating a case study throughout the whole course that can help you just implement these tools to your own company as well. And I'll just add 2 things. Most of the time you will find, real life examples with people that we've interviewed on these topics. So very much, founders that are themselves creating things at the same time as you are. So that gives you a little bit of peer insights. And then for each of the sections and each of the tools that we mentioned, we provide worksheets and templates and checklists, anything and everything under the sun that you might need to basically do the work at the same time and looking at everything there.
So at the end of each sprint, so just to caveat a little bit, on the sprint side, we really help you to understand what is the chronological kind of sequential order to which you will advance in building your company. And if you're at a later stage, you can sort of jump in and gain info. But on the resource page, at the end of each sprint, there's specific information of other resources you can find: podcasts, toolkits, articles, and videos. And specifically, one of the best parts of this course is you get 2 free hours with Sophie and myself to ask any and all of your questions, to go over some of your the work that you've done, to get direct investor feedback. You can do an investor Q&A with us. Really, that is a time for you to use as you please, and it is completely offered from the two of us. And then one last piece I will add. So one of the best parts of this is the other peers that are taking the course as well. Everyone that signs up has access to a Slack community that we've created that's curated by our team, where you can go ahead and ask and exchange with any of the other peers that are working on similar things. So, collaboration and learning from one another creates a larger network and gets you to where you need to be. So that's pretty much it on the course. It's really built for you by us, and it has been tested by over 600 entrepreneurs that we've worked with over the years. It's been tested with our portfolio companies as investors, and it's really catered to the entrepreneur, catered to you and your journey.
Yeah, I just have a couple questions for you guys that might come up for folks watching the video. One is, can you speak a little bit to the stage of company, what stage should they be starting this course, and maybe some of the topics of the sprints?
So because of the sprint-based approach, it allows sort of a flexible approach on the different stages that the companies are at. If you just have an idea and haven't really gone deeper into building anything yet, this is a great start resource because of the structure of the sprints. You can start anywhere from the idea phase to being in a growth phase, to pivoting, to wanting to be more specific about specific reporting and things like that. This is the different access points will allow you to be quite malleable, while it is completely also built for the aspiring entrepreneur, so someone that wants to get into it or that has just started. Similarly, if you can jump in through different sprints, and I can touch on the different sprints. So it's based around 6 sprints, and the reason for that, it's because a sprint, if you don't really know what that means, is a structured kind of 2 week to a couple days, or a couple days to 2 weeks learning opportunity for you to be able to build things out in a way that's quick and efficient. So when we built this, we had done a lot of interviews and have worked with a lot of founders that have told us we're tight on budget and we're tight on time. So how do we solve that problem? That's where the sprint method comes in. It comes from the lean startup methodology that was developed in Silicon Valley. And the whole idea is that you can compress a lot of the work that you need to do in this 2 week period to get the different stages that you need to get to build things. So the different topics of the sprints, and Sophie, please jump in if I'm missing something. The first sprint is really around problem framing. So this is a very young entrepreneur or a later stage entrepreneur that's pivoting. You want to come back to the drawing board. You want to understand, am I actually building a solution or thinking of a product that is pertinent to a problem? We really encourage people to stay in the problem phase because being in that space allows you to ask the right questions. The second sprint is really the audience sprint, and it allows you to dive deeper into understanding the customer segments that you're working with. Gaining customer acquisition, how do you make sure that you're building the right product for the right customer base? And that's extremely important in that all of these different steps will get you towards product market fit. The third phase is the solution phase, where it's really where you kind of roll up your sleeves and get building. Everything from creating an MVP with a minimal viable product to starting to understand a little bit more on the product development phases, and then diving deeper even in the UX UI of, for example, a digital product versus a physical product. Then you dive a little deeper into the money phase, the money sprint, which is all about understanding exactly the finances. We've got full-on, actually, not only worksheets for here, but we have these built-in templates where you can download Excel sheets with the right, everything's already been calculated for you. You just have to put in your right numbers, and there you go. You have your balance sheet and your fundraising plan as well, and understanding how to fundraise, who you need to talk to, and etc. The sprint after that is about the talk. So it's about messaging, communication, branding, all of these different aspects, and then most importantly, pitching and storytelling. If you can't talk about your product, you don't have a product at all. So with that, we're able to identify all of those pieces. And then the last sprint is more on the operational aspects, legal, and everything that's sort of included in that as you're looking to grow your company in a way that's safe and smart. So really, there are 6 general sprints that have a lot of information that go in a lot of detail, but really touch all the different phases that you will need to know as an entrepreneur and even develop as a later stage entrepreneur.
Very comprehensive. Thank you. And if they want to, when they can start, is there a start date, or can they kind of join at any time, and whoever else is taking the course they can participate with?
Yeah, they can start at any time. This is kind of the beauty of it. It's it's meeting you where you are. So yeah, anytime. Usually we recommend that you do it through a 3 months period, but you can go faster if you want. That's really up to you. You can go through the resources as fast as you want, and then we'll connect you with a community of peers. So even if people are a little bit more advanced, or people are behind you, you still find people to talk to while you're doing the course.
And I assume they can stay in that Slack community even after they've finished the course and still ask questions and maybe engage in that way?
Absolutely. They have access to the community at any point. Once you get inside it, you're in, and then they obviously have access to us as well. They can add coaching hours if they decide to. That's a possibility, and then obviously they are part of our network in the future, so we're always glad to keep in touch.
I think that's all the questions I had. I know that you guys have a great website that details a lot more information about the course if you want to check that out. And like I said, we'll have a special offer for CWN members specifically. So please reach out to me to access that. And if you want to join the CWN community, you're not part of it, I'm your person as well to help get you connected. So thank you, Karine and Sophie, again. Really excited to partner with Les Studio and promote your work.